Sunflower seeds don't look like much. They're small, simple, easy to overlook. Maybe you've eaten them once in a while, on top of a salad, as a quick snack, or just something to chew on without really thinking about it. Or maybe they've never been part of your routine at all. But what if something this small, eaten every single day, could quietly change how your body feels? Not in a dramatic way, not something you notice instantly, but slowly, consistently, in the background. Because here's the truth. Some of the most effective foods don't feel powerful when you eat them. They don't give you a sudden boost. They don't create a noticeable shift in the moment. They work quietly. And sunflower seeds are one of those foods. They're packed with nutrients your body uses every day. Healthy fats, vitamin E, magnesium, but most people never experience what happens when you actually eat them consistently. Instead, they either eat them randomly or avoid them completely because they assume they're just another high-calorie snack. So they never see the full picture. But consistency is where things begin to change. After a few days, you might not notice much. But after a few weeks, something starts to feel different. Your hunger feels more controlled. Your energy feels more stable. Your body feels a little more balanced. And the interesting part is this. It doesn't feel like you've made a big change. So what's really happening inside your body when you eat sunflower seeds every day? Are they actually beneficial, or just another healthy snack people overestimate? And how do you use them in a way that supports your body without overdoing it? Let's take a closer look. Now here's where things begin to connect. Because what most people are experiencing every day doesn't feel like a serious problem. It just feels slightly off. You eat, but your energy doesn't last the way you expect it to. You snack, but you're still thinking about food not long after. You try to eat better, make healthier choices, but your body doesn't feel as balanced as you thought it would. And over time, this becomes normal. But it shouldn't be. Modern eating habits are built around convenience. Quick meals, processed snacks, refined carbohydrates, foods that are easy to eat but don't support your body in a lasting way. So what happens? Your blood sugar rises quickly and then drops just as fast. You feel energized and then suddenly tired. And when that drop happens, your body reacts. It asks for more food. That's where cravings begin. Not because you lack discipline, but because your body is trying to stabilize itself. At the same time, there's something else missing. Healthy fats. For years, people were told to avoid fats, so diets shifted toward low-fat, high-carb foods, often filled with sugar and processed ingredients. But in removing fats, something important was lost. Your brain depends on fats to function properly. Your hormones rely on them to stay balanced. Your ability to feel full depends on them. Without enough of the right fats, your body struggles to regulate hunger. So even when you eat, you don't feel satisfied. Then there's snacking. Most snacks today are designed to be easy to overeat. High in salt, sugar, and artificial flavors, they stimulate your taste, but not your body's actual needs. So you keep eating without ever feeling complete, and the cycle continues. You eat, you feel a quick boost, then you crash, then you crave again, all while your body is still missing the nutrients it actually needs. And this is the frustrating part. Most people try to fix this by removing foods, adding restrictions, or following strict plans. But often the problem isn't about taking things away. It's about adding the right things back in. And that's where sunflower seeds become relevant. Because they don't just fill space in your diet. They provide something your body has been missing all along. Now let's take a closer look at what actually begins to happen inside your body when you start eating sunflower seeds every day. Because the changes don't happen all at once. They build slowly, and often in ways you don't immediately notice until you step back and compare how you feel. Let's start with hunger. Sunflower seeds contain a combination of healthy fats, protein, and fiber, and this combination changes how your body processes food. Instead of digesting quickly and leaving you hungry again soon after, sunflower seeds slow things down. They stay in your system longer. So over time, something subtle begins to happen. You stop thinking about food as often. You don't feel the same urge to snack between meals. Your hunger becomes more predictable, more stable. And it doesn't feel forced. It feels natural, like your body is finally getting what it needs. Now let's move to your energy. When you eat foods that digest quickly, especially refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises fast. But it also drops quickly, creating that familiar crash. But when you include sunflower seeds, their fat and fiber content slow down how energy is released. So instead of sharp spikes and drops, your energy becomes more even. You don't feel that sudden dip in the middle of the day. You don't feel the same need to reach for sugar or caffeine just to keep going. Everything becomes more stable. Then there's your brain. Sunflower seeds are rich in vitamin E and magnesium, two nutrients that play a role in supporting brain function and protecting cells from stress. Over time, this can show up in small but noticeable ways. Your thoughts feel clearer. Your focus becomes more consistent. You feel less mentally scattered throughout the day. Not a sudden boost like caffeine, but a steady, reliable improvement. Now let's talk about your heart. The fats in sunflower seeds, when consumed in balanced amounts, can support heart health. They help maintain a healthier internal balance, including supporting cholesterol levels. Again, this isn't something you feel immediately, but it's part of the long-term effect of eating them consistently. Then there's inflammation. Modern diets often include foods that promote inflammation: processed oils, refined sugars, artificial ingredients. Sunflower seeds contain antioxidants that help balance this over time. And while you won't feel inflammation directly, reducing it can change how your body feels overall. Less sluggish, less heavy, more balanced. Now let's look at your gut. Sunflower seeds contain fiber that supports digestion when consumed in the right amount. They help maintain regularity and support beneficial gut bacteria. So instead of feeling irregular or uncomfortable, your digestion becomes smoother, more consistent. And finally, let's talk about weight. This is where many people get confused. Sunflower seeds are calorie-dense, but that doesn't automatically mean weight gain. Because they help you feel full and reduce unnecessary snacking, they often lead to eating less overall, without trying. So instead of adding weight, they can help create balance. When you step back and look at everything together, you begin to see the pattern. Sunflower seeds don't create one big dramatic change. They support multiple systems at once. Your hunger becomes more stable. Your energy becomes more consistent. Your focus becomes clearer. Your body feels more balanced. And none of it feels extreme. It feels like your body is simply working the way it was meant to, when it finally has the support it needs. So now that you understand what's happening inside your body, the next step becomes simple. How do you actually eat sunflower seeds in a way that supports your body without overdoing it? Because this is where many people get it wrong. They either eat too much or avoid them completely. But the key isn't in extremes, it's in balance. Let's start with portion. You don't need a large amount. In fact, a small handful is enough, about 1 ounce, roughly a small palm-sized portion. That's enough to give your body the nutrients it needs without adding excess calories. This is not about eating more. It's about eating the right amount, consistently. Now think about how you eat them. You can have sunflower seeds as a snack between meals, especially during times when you usually feel that drop in energy. Instead of reaching for something processed, you give your body something that actually satisfies you. Or you can add them to meals. Sprinkle them over a salad. Mix them into yogurt. Add them to oatmeal. The exact method doesn't matter as much as the consistency, because eating them once in a while won't create noticeable change. But eating them daily, that's when your body begins to respond. Now here's something important. Not all sunflower seeds are the same. Many packaged versions are heavily salted or flavored. These may taste good, but they add unnecessary sodium and ingredients that reduce the benefits. So you keep it simple. Raw or lightly roasted, unsalted sunflower seeds. Nothing added. Another small adjustment that makes a difference is pairing them with other foods. When you combine sunflower seeds with fiber-rich or protein-rich meals, it helps your body process everything more smoothly. It enhances satiety and keeps your energy stable. And finally, you stay mindful. Because sunflower seeds are easy to overeat. They're small, convenient, and you can keep eating them without noticing how much you've had. So you slow down. You pay attention. You treat it as a habit. Not something automatic, but something intentional. And over time, this becomes part of your routine. Not something you force, but something that feels natural. A small, consistent way of supporting your body without making your life more complicated. So starting tomorrow, instead of trying to change everything at once, instead of overthinking your diet or adding more and more healthy foods, try something simpler. Add one small habit, a small handful of sunflower seeds. That's it. No pressure to be perfect. No need to completely change your routine. Just something simple that you can repeat every single day, and then pay attention. Not to one big result, but to the small things. How your hunger feels, how your energy moves throughout the day, how your focus stays consistent. Because real change doesn't usually show up all at once. It shows up quietly, in ways you almost miss if you're not looking for them. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more simple, science-based nutrition content. And comment below. Are you going to start eating sunflower seeds daily? Because sometimes the smallest habits create the biggest results.